focuses, and that has to do with the bargaining power of buyers, threat to new entrants, competitive rivalry, supply power, threat to substitution, and threat to substitution. So in terms of bargaining power of buyers, so the bargaining power of buyers can be high and low due to the fact that buyers come in preference and with different perspective. They can be sometimes powerful and sometimes weak. However, their strength and weakness depend upon the desirability of the product and service as well as the product utility value. In this case, the bargaining power of buyers for Nandos is high in the Chinese market, as there are other alternatives such as McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, and Subway, as well as their own local Chinese restaurants. Moreover, food safety is becoming a very vital factor in the Chinese market following the recent scandals from KFC instant chicken scandal. Therefore, the Chinese consumer are becoming more aware of the health and the ecological cost of production. Nandos is aware of this challenge, and therefore our strategy is to differentiate ourselves in terms of hygiene, as this is a big factor in the food industry. Nandos will make vital changes to the menu to suit Chinese consumers without taking too much away from the originality, as well as the use of technology to improve customer service. So threat to new entrants in China, the threat to new entrant is relatively high, especially in the fast food industry. With little capital and a good cook, there's a new business in town. Adding to the fact that there is no legal protection for businesses. Anyone can copy the same thing, as analyzed by my colleague on the pesto. Again, Nandos will differentiate themselves with a unique taste, which is the Nandos sauce that cannot be copied. Moreover, the Chinese consumers prefer Western eateries because of the clean and hygienic environment. And again, Chinese consumers are moving towards healthier food. So Nandos will take advantage of this opportunity in order to have a competitive edge over its rival. In competitive rivalry, with the fast food industry, there is an array of rivals in which Nandos will be competing against. This will include the likes of McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, and Subway on the fast side of business. Alongside these, added the casual dining experience. Alongside this, as Nandos has added the casual dining experience to the market, they will also be competing against the likes of TGI Fridays, Pizza Hut, Hi-Up, and Johnny Rockets. Although there are also Chinese franchises, these will be indirect competitors in the market due to the major difference in cuisine. The competitive rivalry is also very high. In supply power, overall, the supply power of the poultry industry in China is low. A couple of factors show this. According to Fairfowl, industrialization of poultry products in China, the sector has a large number of firms competing over low prices with low profit margin, leading to immense pressure by firms to cut costs. This enables an entry for a large organization with a strong buying power, such as Nandos, to be able to influence its suppliers and gain all the resources required. This also shows Nandos will not accept substandard from their suppliers and will be quick to investigate any problems before they can have any damage or effect on the brand. This pushes suppliers' power even lower, as Nandos have the opportunity to switch suppliers when they choose fit. The threat to substitution is high as well, and this is because the industry which Nandos operates on is extremely competitive. Alongside its Western cuisines, rivals that have been listed above, Nandos will compete with an array of cuisines from around the world and the local cuisine. Although a high threat of substitution is something Nandos will have to be aware of and take into consideration. It isn't something that is new to them as an organization. Wherever and whatever market from around the globe Nandos operating, this is still a threat to the organization. Within this threat, there is a huge opportunity for Nandos. According to ITA, the fast food industry in China generated roughly $150.9 billion in 2017, up to 9.6% from 2016. Over the past 5 years, industry revenue has grown at a rate of 11.2% annually. This shows the huge potential of a lucrative market. And soft metrics. So our strategy is to go into Nandos through market penetration. So in order for Nandos to enter into the new market and gain market share, Nandos will adopt a market penetration strategy. This will be done by adopting radical changes to the menu, which will ensure regionally diverse offerings. Nandos will also go a step further by creating local team internally. These are a group of teams that share common language, they are parts of history with a huge overlap in culture, and a team of leaders that are Western educated and know the global standard of the brand. And in terms of market development, Nandos will offer existing products to the Chinese market, but with an aggressive catering to fit the Chinese taste. This will be done by adopting some of the Chinese local dish in the menu. A healthy food focused concept will also be adopted in order to meet the needs of the country's growing interest in healthy eating. Furthermore, Nandos will also ensure that every packaging reflects the culture of the Chinese market. Research has shown that Chinese consumers like to eat as a family and group. Nandos will make a special effort to welcome extended families and groups. This will be done by enlarging our outlets to allow bigger kitchens and more floor space where customers can linger. In terms of product development, one of Nando's product development strategy will be to invest in technology in order to meet the demands of the population. For example, the QR codes are ubiquitous in China. Nandos could take advantage of this technology by developing QR codes that will enable customers to scan their orders and pay with their phones. This will enable Nandos meet with the demand of customers. The cultural dimension, offset cultural dimension. There's so many barriers and obstacles businesses face when starting up a new business in China, one of which is the cultural barrier. In order to successfully start a business venture in China, building a good relationship with people in administration such as banks, tax office, and the government is vital. So in terms of power distance, as you can see, this measures people's attitude in regards of how power is distributed. There's a high score of 80, which shows China hierarchical structure and the beliefs of the China people, which every business owner must respect and honor. Nandos, as a foreign business entering into the Chinese market, understands this hierarchical structure and will respect this cultural value and make positive impression in the China market. In terms of individualism, a low score of 20 shows that China is a collectivist society. The people of China tend to think in terms of we. This attitude shows that as a business, Nandos needs to approach Chinese consumers differently. Chinese consumers are more influenced by family and friends. Nandos is, however, aware of these cultural differences as opposed to the Western world, and that is why it will make a special effort to welcome extended families and groups, as mentioned before. This will be done by enlarging our outlets to allow bigger kitchens and more floor space where customers can linger. In terms of masculinity, results higher salaries and success are important to the Chinese people, as this is a measurement for success. So in this light, Nandos will create local teams internally and managers who understand the culture as well as the business. Uncertainty and avoidance. Trust is a major factor when doing business with the Chinese people. Once trust is broken, it cannot be repaired. Chinese people do not like taking risks, which is why it's important for Nandos to first and foremost build trust with his partners, managers, and employees. This will help to build long-term relationship and respect to others through mutual understanding. Competitions such as KFC, Burger King, and McDonald's have all faced issues in regards to quality of product and standards. As an organization, Nandos will ensure the highest quality of produce for its customers. This will make sure that Nandos has high quality reputation and trust from its customers. Long-term orientation. China is a very long-term oriented society. That's why Nandos is willing to prove that our product and service is long-term and will be there and will be better over time. Thank you.